more dedicated to bring out the best and to nurture the best of the best. The second to none is Ikeja branch.
The Ikeja branch of the Nigerian Society of Engineers has strongly advocated that there must be an effective collaboration between the government, engineers, and other stakeholders in order to put an end to the scourge of building collapse in the state. The workshop was organized by the NSE Ikeja branch in collaboration with the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development as part of the activities to mark its 2022 Engineering Week. Present at the event was the National President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Tasi Wudiu, ably represented by Engineer Ganiu Owolabi, the Chairman NSE Ikeja branch, Engineer Olutosin Ogumola, the Honorable Commissioner for Physical Planning, Town Planner Idris Salako, the Principal, Lagos State Technical College, Odba, Dr. Rafiu Ajifawoke, the APWEN President, Lagos Chapter, Engineer Mansurat Alabe, the CEO of Arab and Partners, Engineer Kule Adebajo, and a host of others. In his welcome address, the branch chairman, Engineer Olutosi Ogumala, urged all professionals to walk the talk by bringing an end to all building collapse.
2022 Engineering Week, and the theme for this Engineering Week is taking responsibility for the transformation of Nigeria, the imperative for engineers. And we talked it right that one fundamental way for us as engineering professionals, and of course alongside our colleagues, in other professions in the built industry. That's why I'm happy we have a host of town planners with us this morning. I have seen one of our builders around. One fundamental way for us to take responsibility is to stop building collapses. And that is what informed this sensitization workshop. I may go to say that as Nigerians, and particularly as Nigerian professionals, every single collapse that we experience, for the want of the use of another word, or let me say, every single building collapse that occurs should cause us to bury our heads in shame. It is as simple as that. It has to be that blunt. Because the truth of the matter is, it is something that is within our control to stop. So if it is an issue of quacks in the industry, the responsibility also lies with us to fish them out and ensure we sanitize the industry. So that is why we have thought of it that one of the critical ways for us to transform Nigeria is to ensure that we can stop building collapses.
In his opening remarks, the NSE President, Engineer Tasi Wudiu, ably represented by Engineer Ganiu Owolabi, appreciated the Ikeja branch for putting up the workshop and also urged the branch to stay focused.
On behalf of the National President, I say I want to welcome you all to this workshop. It might look very easy, of course, we all expect what will be the result. The outcome is that we need to follow the due process. And I'm sure that's what our brothers on the physical planning will advise us. So once again, we are all welcome to this. It's not quite easy, but I think we should not always shine our one thing. That we should address what is supposed to be addressed. Because less of those collapses will save our hair.
In his keynote address, Town Planner Idris Salako highlighted on the steps the state government is taking to put an end to building collapse.
The government has made a lot of impact, a lot of efforts. In the 90s, the development control activities is saddled in one agency, but today, due to essential building collapse, we now have the establishment of Lagos State Building Control. We've streamlined building control activities, and we are working towards construction best practices. The state has promulgated the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning Law and Development 2019 as amended. We carried out various reforms. We have fast tracking of applications. Also, the present government just 6 months ago employed over 150 professionals, engineers, builders, architects, town planners, etc. Then also the use of drone technology to cover the look and training of the state and a host of others.
The lead speaker of the workshop, Engineer Kunle Adebajo, a past president of the NSE Ikeja branch, emphasized on the need to collaborate amongst professionals and the government.
I want to say a few things. This issue of building collapse will not go away until we change certain major things. There has been an improvement, but it needs to be sustained and we need to do more. So, for me, the key is collaboration. Collaboration even amongst the professionals in the built environment. There's no point the architect saying, well, I'm the architect, I'm leading. The engineer saying, no, the builder saying this and so on. We all need to get together and just collaborate and make it happen. Because this issue of building collapse can affect anybody. It could be your neighbor's property. It could be one day you go into a building and you are telling yourself, I've never even been into this area before. This area they call Umaiko also. I've never been there, but this one day I went there. How come the building fell on me? And we've also been able to prove now that it's not just in certain areas. If in the highest brow Ikoyi area. So where are you safe? The best way of all is this issue of collaboration. We all need to come together, and that's why this engineering week, fantastic initiative of the NSE Ikeja branch, the branch to beat. I hope that before we leave today, next few minutes, we will answer some questions like, how can we, as the engineers and the ministry, how can we collaborate more to identify buildings that are in distress? Can we agree to collaborate for success? I'm sure the answer is yes.
The principal, Lagos State Technical College, Alba, Dr. Rafiu Ajifawoke, emphasized on the need for proper training and education.
The solution is this. Like he said, collaboration. But the collaboration has to be institutionalized. You need to come to Technical College and other training institutions to really, and again, building collapse itself should be a course of study. It's not just what you study in a course. It should be something that should be studied for at least 3 or 4 years.
In rounding up the workshop, Engineer Kunle Adebajo was honored with an award of commendation.
So on behalf of the Nigerian Council of Engineers, Ikeja branch, this award of commendation is being presented to Engineer Kunle Adebajo.
And I'm so happy that today a lot of people have been so informed on what to do when we talk about construction, both at size and at site. Bodies. What really matters when we are doing construction now, we need to collaborate, and that's why we can be having effective building, effective construction in the streets. So having different professional bodies speaking in one voice, coming together to see themselves act more.
Culture dedicated to bring out the best and to nurture the best of